And we thought, who are the people out there doing some amazing things that we can partner with to use what we're doing with our business to help impact what they're doing with theirs.
Hey everyone, it's Matt here. Looking forward to my very first update of 2019. And I have to tell you, it is a pretty incredible update. I'm joined here by Andy Swann are you in London today, Andy?
No, I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia today. So
Fantastic. What brings you to Atlanta?
I spent half my time here. My business is based half in London, half in Atlanta. We have an office in both locations, and we work around the world on some really cool projects from these two locations. But yeah, Atlanta is the place that I'm tending to call home now. It's a really exciting city.
That is awesome. And folks, we're going to have a longer form podcast with Andy later on this spring. Looking forward to sharing his feedback on the HR chat show. But we wanted to record a very short clip right now to make a pretty special announcement coming out of 2019. It's a new year. And as we know, the Global HR Collective has a very deliberate and very purposeful goal to raise $1 million for charity to support mental health advocacy and women entrepreneurs. And Andy and I have been chatting for a couple of months now, figuring out how we can find ways to collaborate. We have such common values around business and around trying to blend purpose and profit in business. And with that, I'm pleased to share that Andy has developed a new suite of courses, which are absolutely phenomenal. Andy, why don't you walk us through a bit about what those courses are?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's called the Human Workplace Academy. Some of your audience may know that I have a book called The Human Workplace, handily here for you to see. It's been out for about a year now, and the feedback's been really phenomenal. And it's really, it's a toolkit for organizations and individuals within those organizations to examine themselves and examine how they're going to create the future and how amazing the future can be through people. It's not anti-profit or anything like that, but it's a new way of looking at how we create people-first businesses and how people catalyze the future of businesses through community, essentially. So the Academy is taking some of the learnings from the book and some of the great case studies, but it's building on it with some great content, with speaking to some of the most progressive organizations on the planet, some people doing some cool things. There's some learning in there. There's also a blueprint for walking through your own role in your own organization and creating that future in a really exciting way. So it's launching in March. And one of the things we're trying to do as a business is create impact. Impact is our big word for 2019. And what I really wanted to do is look at how can I bring the learnings of the human workplace and put them in front of people and give them the opportunity to not only create impact in their own businesses and their own work, but to give something back and create impact on a far wider scale. So we came up with this idea of impact milestones, so related to the registrations we have with the course. And we thought, who are the people out there doing some amazing things that we can partner with to use what we're doing with our business to help impact what they're doing with theirs. Hence you and I are having a conversation. So maybe I'll hand it back to you to talk about what we're doing together.
No, and I think the audience now totally understands why you and I get along so well. I'm a firm believer that you don't have to choose between profit and purpose. You can have both. And the capitalist in me, Andy, actually believes that purpose is a great driver of profit. I think the issue isn't that you have to choose. The issue is that right now we have their order wrong. We think about profit first and purpose as a luxury. If we focus in on purpose, the profit's a lagging measure of that. So I love the way you think about business, and I love the way we've been able to develop a really strong partnership, and beyond that, a friendship. With that, I'm really pleased to announce, folks, that Andy has developed this new set of courses. You just heard him walk through. I'm sure you're really interested in hearing more about that, so I will link the details in the post below. But on top of that, we have a big announcement, which is when Andy achieves certain targets, certain measures around this course content, providing so much value to people around the world, the Human Workplace Academy, on behalf of Andy, is going to donate $100,000 to the Global HR Collective's cause. Andy, thank you so much.
It's an absolute pleasure. Well, thank you for the work you're trying to do. I've been really inspired by hearing about the journey you're taking and the impact you're trying to create out in the world. And it's really exciting for us to, as we look at what we're doing, to look at how we can support you in doing that, because that means we're creating impact as well. So there are 4 versions of the course. There's an individual version going right up to a kind of a full corporate immersion version. Anybody who goes to the website can see it. But from our point of view, we're really trying to get out there and create impact in the work and businesses of anybody who takes the course. But most importantly, we're going to use that to leverage some great impact to help your cause along the way.
No, I so appreciate that. And I'll be honest, Andy, one thing I was worried about leaving the corporate world and going to be an entrepreneur, it can feel lonely at times. You're by yourself. I used to have a huge team in a corporate setting, used to have offices full of people and lots of conversations and great camaraderie. I step out on my own here and I'm kind of I'm by myself. But one thing that has really been great is just the broader network of social entrepreneurs that are out there in the world, people like yourself that I've met that are just so big on community and helping each other. And for that reason, I think that's really the purpose of the Global HR Collective, is to bring together like-minded people to achieve great things. So folks, again, in summary, it's been a great partnership with Andy and myself. I'm going to link all the details in terms of the course in the comment section below. Thank you so much for your attention, and looking forward to future updates.